Good morning, geeks and gamers. It's Jeremy coming to you with a solo version of Geeks and Gamers Daily. That's right, I'm flying this ship solo today because Ryan is currently traveling to Las Vegas. So we are doing Geeks and Gamers Daily all by myself. Can I handle it? I don't know. I've never streamed by myself before. This is the first time I've ever streamed by myself in the history of YouTube. So I see the 199 here in the chat. You guys are representing. We are doing Tuesday night's main event live from the Salty Nerd Podcast Studios here in Las Vegas, and I cannot wait for that. And we're going to have an awesome panel, including a relatively unknown YouTuber by the name of Gary from Nerdrotic. I think you know his name. He's going to be there. We're getting ready for the Las Vegas meetup here on Wednesday at the Millennium Fandom Bar. I cannot wait. So I hope all of you are doing well. And let's see. Seeing who everybody in the chat. Let's see. Michael says, Ed, now this is just a Cobra Cast. Don't talk about Trump. Well, I mean, you're the person that's bringing Trump up, even though you've misspelled his name. So maybe if you don't want me to talk about Trump, maybe don't bring Trump up and I won't talk about Trump. But if you're going to tell me not to talk about Trump, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk about Trump. With that said, I'm not going to talk about Trump. But I hope everybody's doing well today. Don't get me rolling. Don't get me rolling. All right, because I'll turn this mofo into a Cobra Cast in a hot minute. All right, you guys that watch me over on Cobra Cast probably already know how that goes. So don't even try me. Don't even try me. You guys know how that one will end up. But I'm gonna give everybody time to hop in here. Let's see. Travis says this is for coffee. Hey man, I don't drink coffee. But we got the water here. Swig of water for the working man. I don't drink coffee. Occasionally I'll drink Mountain Dew in the mornings, or I don't even do the energy drink stuff. You know what I mean? But I see you guys in the chat, the 199 in the house representing. We're going to talk about Disney Star Wars. We're going to talk about the parallels between Disney Star Wars and Marvel, because it's pretty much the same exact thing. Disney Star Wars is going through pretty much the same exact thing as Marvel. Why? Because it's all ran by the same trash company, and that would be the Walt Disney Company. Whether it's Mandalorian season 3 with the ratings disaster and how people are just jumping off a sinking ship, whether it's Marvel and the fact that they're seeing diminishing returns all across the board, leading us into the Guardians of the Galaxy film, which right now the box office numbers are tracking really bad for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, again, what's ultimately going to happen, I don't know with that, but the trends are there. The trends have been there for Marvel as of late, and the same thing is happening with Disney Star Wars. Now, I did not see The Mandalorian Season 3. I'm not going to watch it. I didn't see the Book of Boba Fett, and the only reason I watched Obi-Wan Kenobi was because our wonderful audience here asked me to do so. And as you guys know, if you guys ask me to do something, if I think I can bring something to the table, I will be happy to try and provide that service for you, because I work for all of you. With that said, I just can't stomach Disney Star Wars anymore. It's so far gone. And as I say, which this never gets clipped in any of the things that gets clipped out that I say, if you're enjoying Disney Star Wars, go ahead and enjoy it. Go ahead and watch it. Watch it all day long. Give Disney as much of your money as you want. I can't control what you do with your time and your money. But the problem that I'm seeing, and it's a common theme from people that enjoy The Mandalorian Season 3, is they can't accept my opinions. They can't accept that I fundamentally reject Disney Star Wars at this point. I reject everything that they're doing. I reject the people involved with what they're doing. And that is my right. Just as much as it's your right to watch it if you want, it's my right to reject it if I want. Why can I accept your opinion, but you can't seem to accept mine? Says a lot about the people that are enjoying this series. Says a lot about the people that are enjoying Disney Star Wars, because they're not really Star Wars fans. They're social justice advocates. And that's what I've been saying for years now with the sequel trilogy fans. And that's right, shit clown wars. That is what it is. And we got to get those emojis made. We've been very busy. We've been very busy with traveling and everything like that. We got to get the shit clown wars emojis. So I do think that, there is a good conversation in some way, shape, or form to be had with some people, but not many. Generally speaking, people that enjoy Disney Star Wars, they can't seem to handle the opinions of others, and they operate just like you would expect them to do. Frank for 4.99. I'm going to try and make it out to meet you guys on Wednesday. Hell yeah, man. I hope you're able to make it. Hope you have safe travels if you're able to do that. It's going to be really cool. There's going to be a ton of people there. This is going to be probably our biggest meetup to date, and we've had some really cool meetups, but this one seems like this could be the biggest meetup we've done so far. And that is really cool. Chris Karan is Ryan picking up Bree on the way to Vegas. I saw he tweeted at her. She said, "Why do I have a blue check mark?" And Ryan responded, "Because I paid for it for you." And it got like 1,000 likes. I'm going to pull that tweet up during this stream. It's really good. Josh 316, my boy Josh for 20. Sup, homie. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, Josh, my SEC bro. Even though you're a Gator fan and I'm a Bama fan, you're always in here showing love, representing, and I do appreciate you, man. Hope you're doing well, Josh. And thank you for all the gifted memberships you've shown us on not only D-Day Cobra, but this channel as well, and the Super Chats, man. It does not go unnoticed, so thank you. Let's see. Faridi says, "I'm scared for what Acolyte will look like while being, let's see, exited after reading the books." Yeah, I mean, the Acolyte, I think the Alkalite, however you fucking say it, I think that's going to be maybe the worst Disney product to date. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be the worst Disney product to date, in my opinion. I mean, look, dude, it's 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 ran by Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, and we've already seen the social justice advocates that they're just pushing all of the stuff. The people involved with the show. We've heard people at Star Wars Celebration. This guy's called Darth Vader Darth. Like what? What are you talking about? That's not his name. What the hell, man? So we've seen this over and over again. Blake Barrett says, "I saw an image of Ariel's sisters. So much diversity." Yeah, yes. King Triton gets around. We kind of talked about that a little while ago with the diversity of the Little Mermaid sisters and how interesting of a dynamic that is. Look, man, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Little Mermaid to come out because I think that's going to be such a catastrophic failure. And of course, we're going to be waiting for all of the, articles, the hit pieces, all of that. That's just part of it. But we are ready to jump into our first topic. If you're just joining in, I am flying this ship solo today. But that's okay. Ryan is traveling to Vegas, and we have a Tuesday night's main event tonight from the Salty Nerd Podcast Studios. I need to try to get that event set up before this stream ends so I can direct you guys. So I will actively work on that as we are doing this stream. But the first thing that I wanted to talk about is this right here, and that would be the Mandalorian. The ratings collapse right there. The Mandalorian Nielsen ratings collapse. Fans turn off the show following one of the lowest rated episodes. This is exactly what Marvel is going through. This is the exact template. What did we see with The Mandalorian? After the sequel trilogy all but destroyed Star Wars, you did see some really positive, returns on Mandalorian season 1. I enjoyed Mandalorian season 1. I didn't think it saved Star Wars at any point in time, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and fans generally enjoyed it. That's the reality of the situation. Fans enjoyed season 1 of Mandalorian. Then we go into season 2, and fans enjoyed that one equally, if not even a little bit more. And then it closed off with the Luke Skywalker moment, which went mega viral. And this was a great moment for Disney Star Wars, even though to me it didn't save anything and it didn't change anything that was going on. It was a big shift. And it's like, okay, people are enjoying this. I know everyone didn't enjoy it, but a lot of people did. Then the Book of Boba Fett happened. Then the firing of Gina Carano happened. And then we started to see a lot of problems. And now here we are with season 3. I, again, have not watched one single second of season 3 outside of a few of the clips that I have seen um, on Twitter because again, ultimately, my stance on Disney Star Wars at this particular point in time is that I fundamentally reject Disney Star Wars. I reject it. It's not made for me. It's not made for anyone that actually loves Star Wars. That is just a fact, and that is my official stance on it. I fundamentally reject Disney Star Wars. Okay? Now, with that said, people still tuned in because there was a level of interest. But prior to that show coming out, if you remember, we talked about this on Tuesday Night's Main Event. We talked about this on many of our shows. The buzz was not there. The buzz was not there for The Mandalorian season 3. It just kind of started, the show just released, and there wasn't a lot of anticipation, and people were not talking about it very much. Once the show actually released, we started to hear people say how, man, this isn't very good. This isn't very good. As it progressed, it became female centric, like anything else with Disney. You got to push the man character down. You got to elevate the female character. Towards the end of the season, we had reports that there was, a falling out between Jon Favreau and Kathleen Kennedy. That was from Jeff Snyder, who's been in the industry for a long time. And basically, that Favreau and her were at odds. At no point in time do I think that there was this civil war where I guess Kathleen Kennedy was locked out of the set or some shit like that. That's nonsense. But I could see creative differences. Then it was reported that Kathleen Kennedy got further involved in the creative process of season 3. And I do believe that. So now here we are with The Mandalorian season 3 ending on a terrible note. If you look at the audience scores, and if you want to take everything into full context, if you go look at the Rotten Tomato score, the first 2 seasons are in the 90s from the fans. 90s. The third season is a disaster. It is rotten from the fans. So did the fans just decide not to review bomb season 1 and 2? And then when season 3 rolled around, when it was not as popular as it once was, that's when the fans just decided, hey, this show that's not even popular anymore, we're going to review bomb it now. Because that makes logical sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. At the end of the day, people didn't like the show. That's what happened. People did not like the show, and they have expressed their displeasure with the show. So now you've got so much surrounding Disney Star Wars, and it all is leading us to what? It's leading us to a Rey movie and an Ahsoka movie and some other untitled, or I guess we don't know the details of the James Mangold movie. I think that the Rey movie has high potential to flop. And if that movie flops, then it's going to put Disney Star Wars in such a horrifically bad place. Not that it already isn't in a bad place, but with The Mandalorian and what you're seeing from that, now that's going to transfer over to the movie side, and that's where the Marvel dynamic comes into play. You have The Mandalorian, you had all of this momentum, you had all of this goodwill, and you pissed it away. And so all of that goodwill has now moved us into this Mandalorian era, where Mandalorian season 3 era, where people are tuning out. That's the same thing that is going on with Marvel. Prior to this phase, Marvel was operating on all cylinders, ending with Endgame. Now, a lot of people don't like Endgame. I still like Endgame. I understand it created a lot of problems in the universe. I enjoyed Endgame. It was not Infinity War. They didn't stick the landing as good as I wanted them to, but I ultimately enjoyed Endgame for the most part. I enjoyed the closure that it put on the story. But since that moment, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been in disaster mode. Even our favorite person here, John Campia, who's in Vegas. Hey, John, hit your boy up. Maybe we can have a conversation, John. Maybe we can have a conversation. Just you and me, man to man, face to face. I think that would be great, John. I'm in Vegas, bro. Hit me up. We could talk about Disney Star Wars. We could talk about cousin humping man babies. Let's do it, John. Hit your boy up. Just tag me on Twitter, man. My DMs are open, John. Unlike yours, John, my DMs are open. I could be contacted. Okay? So hit your boy up. Swig of water for the working man. I think that'd be great. I think that'd be great to hang out with John. But even John Campea himself has admitted to, hey, this Thor movie didn't do very well. Well, John, aren't you the same guy that went into Ryan Kennel's live chat and tried to argue with him and telling him how Thor Love and Thunder was just the most successful Marvel film of all time? A little hyperbole in there. But yes, he did. He tried to push back against Ryan, saying that this film was underperforming and that it wasn't going to have the legs. And guess who was right? Ryan was right and John was wrong. And just a few days ago, John uploaded a video and he said as much. He talked about Thor. He talked about Wakanda Forever. What is the other ones? There's another one that's recently. I don't even. I can't. I haven't been watching a lot of Marvel movies. I didn't watch Thor: Love and Thunder. Ant-Man. So the last three movies, Ant-Man, Wakanda Forever, and Thor: Love and Thunder, have all underperformed the previous film in the franchise. That leads us to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, as I've said, I'm a big fan of Guardians. I'm a big fan of that entire franchise. And I'm looking forward to Guardians Volume 3. And I predicted it would make 800 million worldwide. I am starting to dial those expectations back because the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been hurt significantly to the point where I didn't even understand it because I predicted that Thor Love and Thunder would make $1 billion. I don't think it made 800. That's a huge problem for Marvel. And it's a Disney problem because it's the same thing that's going on with Disney Star Wars. So right now, momentum is not on the side of the Walt Disney Company, but it is on the side of another company we're going to be talking about here in just a few minutes. But first, let me catch up on a few of these super chats. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got 1,600 people here. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. That's a simple request from a simple man. My name is Jeremy. I am hosting Geeks and Gamers Daily today, flying it solo because Ryan is flying to Las Vegas. And just a little bit later today, we will be live at the Salty Nerd Podcast Studios in Las Vegas for Tuesday night's main event. A little bit earlier than normal, so keep that in mind, but it is happening. Where are we at? Taker 610, Alkali equals alcohol light, Star Wars Bud Light. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Jorge Barracuda for $20. I'm confused. Is this CobraCast IRL? Is this the Daily Show? Is it a solo bragging rights? All I know is I am here for it all. Hail Geeks and Gamers and hail the chat. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, this is not a CobraCast. I'm not going to be talking any real politics or anything like that, unless it applies to the entertainment industry. But on CobraCast, we talk about whatever is going on in the real world. And that happens on my D-Day Cobra channel. Mike Hill says, just got worse for Mandalorian with a Boba Fett was supposed to be in the season 3, but his part was cut out. Yes, I heard about those comments that he made. I see Star Wars theories going, off on people. And I mean that in a good way. Star Wars, these leftist lunatics, man. Like I had to tweet it out yesterday about theory, but like these Star Wars fans, they hate him so much. Why? Because he is the biggest Star Wars YouTuber. I had to tweet this out yesterday. I stand with my bro, Real Star Wars Theory. Dude has always been the standard for Star Wars fans. He's always had my back whenever shit was going down. He's a real one. And I mean that. Like, Theory's a great dude, man. I consider him a good friend. He's a good friend. And yeah, these basically the leftist Star Wars freaks out there are like going off on him. And these people are just crazy, man. Theory goes out of his way. And where this is where he and I would disagree on certain aspects. So like he goes out of his way to try and take every, like everybody's kind of perspective into consideration. He tries to say how much he appreciates this person, that person, perspectives, because he's a good dude. And he is the standard for Star Wars fandom. But my whole philosophy is fuck these freaks. Fuck these freaks. These people will never accept anything other than their cult-like mentality. If you don't say exactly what these fucking freaks want you to say, they will destroy you. They will target you. They will go off. They will do everything in their power. So I don't even give them the time of day because that's exactly what they are. They are freaks, absolute freaks. And so I learned very early on, you just don't even try with them. Because they're never, ever, ever, ever going to accept anything other than the exact thing they want to hear. And even if you give them the exact thing you want to hear, they wanted to hear, at some point you're going to have another opinion that they're not going to align with, and then you became J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling is a leftist lunatic. She's a leftist psychopath, but she has one opinion that these freaks don't agree with. So she is now public enemy number one. She is the target for all of them now. The target. They hate her more than anyone because she has one fucking opinion that these psychopaths don't agree with. It's crazy. It is crazy. Swig of water for the working man. Brendan says Marvel sucks right now, but I'm excited for Guardians 3. It looks like the last of the good Marvel movies. Yeah, I mean, I'm still looking forward to Guardians 3. And I like the universe. I liked Guardians 2, where a lot of people didn't really like Guardians 2. I liked it. Rowling, I don't know what her fucking name is. I don't really care. She's a fucking leftist bitch, and I don't care what her name is. So it's Rowling, whatever her name is. I don't like her. You know what I would say? People are like, I want to meet so-and-so. I want to talk to them. I want to tell them how wonderful they are. You know what I'd say to JK if I met her? I'd be like, hi, JK. My name's Jeremy. Geeks and Gamers. I voted for Donald Trump in 2016 and in 2020. And I'm going to proudly vote for him in 2024. And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. That's what I would say to her. The same thing I would say to Mark Hamill. The same thing I would say to any of these leftist freaks out there. That's what I would say. That's exactly what I would say. Saltine says, Beardo did a great job hosting the live stream yesterday. I think he should be full-time regular on Geeks and Gamers. Beardo crushed it yesterday, and he's been crushing it, and I've been so happy with him. So if you guys are enjoying Beardo on Geeks and Gamers, get used to seeing a lot more of him because he's doing a great job. Yes, if you guys didn't see yesterday's live stream, he carried that thing, man. So shout out to him. JJ Oli says, first time dono for 1909. I see the symbolism there. Love the entertainment and laughs you, the crew, and the rest of the fellowship put out and do. Hope y'all had a ton of fun and stay safe out there in Vegas and watch out for the boobs. Yeah, we had some boobs jump out at us yesterday during the live stream. Luckily, they were covered up enough to where the YouTube censors probably wouldn't have anything to say about it. But yeah, it definitely was a close call there. Thank you, JJ. Appreciate that, man. And thank you for the $19.09 donation. 199 in the house. Hercules says, where can I find the clip of Ryan and John? Ryan and John. What is he talking about? Clip of Ryan and John. Am I missing something there? I don't know which clip you're talking about. We do have more new vlogs over on Geeks and Gamers 2, which used to be called Geeks and Gamers Clips. Still working on it. That's a working title. So, John Campia. I don't know where that video is. It's on Ryan's channel. I don't think John Campia is in the title of it, but he did kind of cover it. This was maybe you can type a RK Outpost and Thor Love and Thunder. And it's one of those videos where he's talking about Thor Love and Thunder, but I don't know the exact video. Maybe Ryan will be back tomorrow for tomorrow's episode. So maybe we can find out from him which one it is, and I can get you a link to that one. It's a really good video that Ryan did, though. It's really good. Memnark 1981 for $3 super sticker. Thank you. Mar15. I saw a Reddit post once where a Michael Bay movie starring Bob the Builder defending the evil Teletubbies would surpass Avatar at the box office. Thank you. The Gilk Man, will bragging rights be coming back? I really enjoyed watching that. It's definitely something we're working on. I mean, we know a lot of people miss bragging rights. I miss doing bragging rights as well. So it's definitely something we're interested in. Shout out to you, Thomas. Super Nate says, the only current superhero content worth watching is Superman and Lois. The third season is on track to be my favorite season of superhero TV. And it's just about family. You should catch up, man. I need to. I've only seen the first season and I really enjoyed it. So I'm happy that it's still doing good. So thank you for that recommendation. Chef Nick Nero, glad you're always streaming, bro. been having a rough time lately trying to get by since I lost my job in February, but you guys are making it easier. Oh, Chef Nick Nero, man, thank you. And sorry you're having a rough time. I'm glad that we're able to give you some entertainment and some escapism. That's kind of our job here, is to kind of take people out of, what's going on if you're having some tough stuff going on, and also just being honest about covering things going on in the entertainment industry. So that's really cool. And is Ryan here? Is Ryan here? There he is. 199 Ryan in the house. What's up, Ryan? Ryan, someone was asking about that video, the Thor Love and Thunder video you did as a response to Campia. And I'm sure you can drop that a link if you can find it. But so Ryan is at the airport right now. He'll be flying into Vegas, and then we're going to be ready for Tuesday night's main event from the Salty Nerd Studios, Salty Nerd Podcast Studios here in Las Vegas. So I can't wait. Zupafly 1234 says, will Disney get desperate enough to put Marvel and Star Wars in the same movie? I don't think they would get to that point. Desperation creates a lot of scenarios, though. So while I don't see Disney doing something like that, it's not outside of the realm of possibility. It's definitely not outside of the realm of possibility. So let's see. Keenan says, can I still meet the Geeks Gamers crew outside the bar or the parking lot? I mean, I can't make any guarantees, but what I can say is there's going to be some overflow in the parking lot from what I understand. And I could tell you, we're going to make a point to try to come out there and meet some people for sure. It's going to be a pretty packed event, but we want to try to at least mingle with as many people as humanly possible. And we know people are going to be in the parking lot because the capacity for the bar has been met in terms of RSVPs. So I would say that there's a high possibility that will happen. At least that we will be out there. The likelihood of me or Gary or Ryan or somebody meeting every single person there is not I don't think that we're going to be able to meet every single person. It's just kind of a free flowing kind of gathering where people are hanging out and stuff. So, but we're going to do our best to meet as many of you as possible. Hope you make it out there, Keenan. That'll be cool, man. Aurora Uplinks. I didn't do my taxes for 2 years in a row. Finally did my taxes starting last year, and one of the older ones, and then the other late one, and I got my 3rd year's tax return. So some money. Woo! You probably meant, so here's some money. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you got good news on your taxes. On the other hand, it's going to be rough, man. Tax season's brutal. It is absolutely brutal. But thank you, Aurora Upleaks. I appreciate that. Jake the Movie Geek, bring back Drunk Cobra Theory 199 crew. I cannot confirm nor deny if those conversations took place last night or not. I can't confirm nor deny. Swig of water for the working man. Swig of water for the working man. All right, let's see. Okay, so we have another story here, ladies and gentlemen. We have another story. Now, as we talk about with the disaster with Disney and Star Wars and Marvel, and the fact that this entire universe is trending in the wrong direction, what is needed in those moments when there is an opening in the industry, when there's an opportunity out there, you need something to fill that void. Well, that something is happening, and it's happening with a character and a universe that has more staying power than almost any character, and that would be the Super Mario Brothers movie, creating a mega opportunity for Nintendo. And we just got yet another. This is the first confirmation, but I think it's the most solid confirmation that we have gotten so far now, especially with the success of the Mario movie. But you have it right here. With the Mario Brothers movie success, Nintendo confirms more films. Now, Miyamoto himself has confirmed more films. From my understanding, a sequel is definitely something that they have in the works, along with looking at all of their other franchises that are connected to Nintendo, whether that be Metroid, whether that be Zelda, whether that be Donkey Kong. Obviously, you've got a lot of opportunities with Star Fox and F-Zero, and the list just goes on and on. The opportunities are there. I do think it's interesting that Mario was playing Kid Icarus in the movie. Now, I know the NCU is something that we have talked a lot about, and the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. I don't think that a Nintendo Cinematic Universe necessarily means that it's going to be an interconnected universe, like, say, Marvel or something like that. I don't think you're going to see Donkey Kong showing up in a Zelda movie. I don't think that's the case. Now, that's just pure speculation on my part. But what you could see is you could see these individual stories that are taking place within the same overall kind of template, while not necessarily within the direct universes. But then it all leads to this moment where they do come together within Smash Bros, which could be their version of in-game. That's just speculation, but I think that sounds like a phenomenal idea. That sounds like an incredible idea, because holy crap, man. All of this leading and all of this leading into um what could be one of the great universes we've seen is something else, because as a Nintendo fan and as a person that's played a lot of these games all these years, I just can't even process a Super Smash Bros. Movie from that perspective. I can't even process it, but here we are. But to be fair, when the Mario movie was first announced, what did I say? I said, I'm not interested in this movie. That was my exact words. When the Super Mario Brothers movie was announced, I said, I'm not interested. This doesn't sound like something that I would. How can you tell a story with a Mario movie? This doesn't make any sense. This sounds like a really bad idea. Then we got the casting of Chris Pratt, and I still wasn't overly excited, even though I'm a big Chris Pratt fan. Then you got more and more information. Then we got the poster. I was like, oh man, this looks really good. Then we got the first teaser, and I was like, okay, this does look pretty damn special. And here we are now with Mario shattering every record. Right now, it's breaking records like we haven't seen before, and I don't think that is slowing down right now. Now, here's the latest on the box office, and it is expected to hit $1 billion next week. Right here, the Super Mario Brothers movie is expected to reach 1 billion at the worldwide box office by next weekend. I think, when does it open in? I think it opens tomorrow, or I think it's today or tomorrow. It opens in Japan. Someone in the chat can confirm that. And it's not slowing down. I think 1.5 billion is definitely on the table for discussion. This movie could hit 1.5 billion. This movie could end up being the highest grossing animated film of all time. Right now, that title is Frozen 2, if I'm not mistaken. No, we don't include the Lion King live action, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, by the way. Shout out Jon Favreau for that gem. But so that is more, that doesn't fall in line with the animated films. So right now, Frozen 2 is the highest grossing animated film of all time, I believe. Mario could surpass that, depending on Japan, depending on South Korea. We don't know what these numbers are going to look like. I think conservative estimates are saying we could get maybe 150 million out of both of these, property or territories. I think on the high side, you're looking at potentially from Japan and South Korea, maybe get the high side, the highest, the ceiling, I think, is between 300 and 400 million between both of those territories. If it gets $400 million from Japan and South Korea, it's going to hit 1.5 billion, and it's probably going to top Frozen for the highest animated feature film of all time. That's crazy. And yes, Odin will be eating pineapple pizza. He 100% will. And so that's where we're at. So now we have a Nintendo Cinematic Universe in the works. And for all of Nintendo's wonderful, wonderful things that they do, they also make some really horrifically bad decisions with optics. And we've criticized them here about that on this channel. We've talked about, hey, Nintendo, yeah, stop shitting on your fans. And I don't mean like they shit on their fans from they don't call them racist. They don't call them sexist. They don't call them all these names. But they just make really bad decisions from a content creator standpoint. And they put people in really tough spots. And it's like, why do you do this? Their communication is terrible. They seem to be 20 years behind on technology at times in terms of the internet, but they also don't pay attention to a lot of this activist bullshit. They don't pay attention to social justice propaganda. They don't get involved in that stuff, and it definitely doesn't bleed into their games. So that's why they're a blessing and a curse from a standpoint of they are so out of touch. They're so detached from reality that they don't pay attention to the social justice stuff. So that's the good side of it. And trust me, I would much rather Nintendo be 20 years behind on technology and continue to operate like they've operated than to act like Disney or Marvel. I would 100% understand. I would 100% take that all day, every day. And I see WG dropping 10 Geeks and Gamers memberships in the chat. Thank you, WG. As we approach 1,900 people here, smash the melee button if you don't mind. This is Geeks and Gamers Daily. I am your host, Jeremy. No, it's not Cobra Cast. This is Geeks and Gamers Daily. Normally, my partner in crime is here with me, Ryan Kennel from RK Outpost, but he is traveling today. He is en route to Las Vegas as we speak. And then we're doing Tuesday night's main event from the Salty Nerd Podcast Studios. And I am looking forward to that. That's going to be really cool. And it's going to be a really cool event because, look, man, like, we're going to have, I got to pull this up real quick. We're going to have myself. We're going to have Ryan. We're going to have Drunk 3PO. We're going to have Gary from Nerdrotic, a relatively unknown YouTuber, but he's going to be there. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, what are we going to talk about? The same stuff I talked about today, generally speaking, because that's what we do. But it will be fun. I'm actually going to set up a stream, and before this is over, I will fill all of you in on. I'll give you the link and everything like that. So, Ryan, are you still watching? If you're still watching, comment or text me. Text me the time that I need to set this up in Pacific, just so because I think we're moving it up an hour earlier, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's going to be 4. I think it's going to be 4 Pacific. So that would make it 6 Central, 7 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. And it's Dan Bask here in the chat, my buddy who just hit 700,000 subscribers. Okay, 4 p.m. Okay, got it. So Dan Bask is in the chat. Dan Bask just hit 700,000 subscribers. Ryan's in the chat. Let's see. So I will set that up. And I saw this comment that said Nintendo pays attention. Hang on, where's it at? Yeah, Nintendo pays attention. They just know what to tackle and what to ignore. They pay attention to some extent. I will say that. Let's see. We got where are we at? Blake Barrett says, remember when the extreme religious right that boycotted JKR? Now that's the extreme left. What the fuck happened? Now it's the extreme left that boycotted her. Yeah, I mean, dude, these people are crazy. Like, they just are. The JK Rowling, whatever her name is, I don't understand that one. I don't get why leftists have decided she's the worst human being on the planet. But it just shows how flawed their logic is. It just shows how incredibly flawed their logic is. Kevin just dropped 20 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships. Ryan got one. RK Outpost got a gifted membership from Kevin. That is awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that, man. Vinyl Morpheus says, hope Razorfist was right about the Western genre having a renaissance. Beyond tired of capes and shit, ready for the return of gunslingers. I tend to agree. I think that there's a Western genre I think there's a renaissance happening for sure. So that's pretty funny that Ryan got the gifted membership. Can I meet the Geeks and Gamers crew? Says Eric K. No, Eric K, you could not. Golden Nuggets, $20. I'm going to jail for a bit. Hang on. I didn't handle by diagnosis very well. My fault entirely. So it won't be around for a while. Just wanted to say appreciate you guys. And you have been good to your fans. Respect the hell out of you. Well, Golden Nuggets, man. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I know you had I know you had some issues, some health scares, and so I'm sorry to hear that you're having some trouble, man. But I can promise you, we're going to be here, and we're going to help you get through it when you get back. So keep us posted, buddy, and I hope all is well. Man, I hate to hear that. Aurora Uplinks. I wouldn't be surprised if everything turns around in society over the next couple of years. We hit a major wall, and society is starting to wake up. I tend to agree with that. But it's still going to be, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Daniel says Patton Oswalt proposal for Star Wars Episode 7 while he filibusters in Season 5. Unedited. Better than any Disney film or series. Star Wars / MCU. Boom. I'll have to look that one up. I don't know if I've seen that one. Taker 610 Mario movie to hit 1.99 billion. Everyone go see it. That is awesome. Thank you. There's WG with the fifth. Where is that? Damn it. There. WG with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, WG. Appreciate you. Jose, Mario Digital comes out May 9th. Will affect those sales. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's not that it's going to be on streaming, though. It's still going to be for purchase. And I mean, Puss in Boots did the same thing and it didn't get affected. You know what I mean? James Ridge for $80. 80 says, will you say it for $80? Say it, Jeremy. You know you want to say it. $80? God damn it. I mean, I'm not a big hater of the Florida Gators. All right. I'm not. It's Auburn's my hated team. I hate Auburn. I hate the Auburn Tigers. But I don't know, man. You know what? I'll say it at the end of the stream if no one can offset that 80 to help me not say it. I'll say it at the end of the stream, James. How about that? How about that, James? All right. How about that? If by the end of the stream, no one offsets that super chat, so I can't say it, I'll say it. All right. TJ Gray, Nintendo always like that. They sued Blockbuster for trying to stop NES and SNES rentals. Nintendo lost. Now they skip courts and abuse YouTube systems. That is true. They have always been like that. God damn it, Josh. Now, I mean, I don't think that's going to get offset. So not only did the offset not work, now it's like tripled down. Now I'm 180 in the hole, and nobody's gonna shoot me $199 super chat to offset it. So now I'm kind of fucked. Still giving it to the end of the stream. Damn y'all. Kevin he got 20 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships. Welcome to the 199. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Kicking it with Timmy B becomes a new member of the 199. Thank you. WG with a member message at Ryan Kennel. Have a safe trip, man. That's awesome, WG. Shout out to you. Aurora Uplinks. Apparently, there is some movie called 199 Lives. Something about a stuntman who was doing dangerous stunts. Maybe someone already mentioned it. I am not familiar with that, but because of our lore, sounds like I'm gonna have to check that out now. Eric Stratton says, Lady G is on Gary's side in the Gary Dan race by agreeing to face reveal if Dan wins. Jeremy, what will you bet on Dan's side? So I need to decide I don't know who I think is going to win that one. I got to think about that one. Okay, that was a good one, Gung Ho Mac. I'll have to put some thought into that one, Eric. Okay, so Gung Ho Mac says we Gators have more money. Say it. I mean, yeah, now we're at $185 for me to say this term. I'm an Alabama fan. I'm a lifelong Alabama fan. All right. Jacob P says, I just want to say thanks to everyone gifting memberships. It's great to be part of the community. That is a true statement right there, man. Shout out to all of you for for gifting the memberships and helping other people become part of what we have going on here. It is super cool to see the gifted memberships. We're over 2,000 members on this channel right now. I know that number won't hold because a lot of those are gifted memberships. And so a lot of those temporary. But what I have seen is when those gifted memberships happen, it gives an uptick on people that keep their memberships. And we want to kind of do more member streams directly so that you guys feel like you're getting your money's worth. Because when you're putting money out there to get those memberships, I take that very seriously. And so I want to try and, kind of give back to that. And so Aurora Uplinks just gifted 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships right now. Thank you, Aurora Uplinks. And yeah, so that's, I really do appreciate that. And it goes a long way. And I know other people appreciate it. So shout out to all of you that are doing that. All right. Now, before we end, and let me stop sharing my screen. So we did, look at that. Booming Bob just becomes, or that's a member for 2 months. Member for 2 months, Booming Bob. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I need to set up, let's see. I need to set up Naaman's. Holy shit, man. Look at Naaman's. Gifting 5 gifted memberships as well. Holy crap, man. You guys are crushing it. I think we're only going to do that. Let's see. Okay. So we do have I'm setting up Tuesday night's main event right now. So I'm just going to do Tuesday night's main event. I'll change some of the I'll change the title here in a bit, but I wanted to at least get a link made for you guys. So it's going to be today at 4 o'clock p.m. Okay. So Eric or Cam Man, are you in the chat? If you guys are in the chat, you can go and get this link right now. I am creating it as it stands. Boom. And if you go to the live feed, you can find it right there. So the link for Tuesday night's main event has been created. So mods, if you can go to the live tab and get that and drop that link, that way everybody knows that it's going to be a little bit earlier version of the show. So keep that in mind. And we've got, my gosh, man, you guys are crazy. WG for $100. Well, I wish Ryan a safe flight. I also pray that he gets the middle seat between 2 body positive passengers just to hear the rant, of course. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, could you imagine if Ryan, and that's going to be your cliffhanger for Tuesday night's main event. If Ryan has to sit between 2 body positive passengers, can you imagine the rant he's going to go on Tuesday night's main event? Shout out to you, WG. That is an awesome. The chat loves your comment, WG. Subhuman with 5 gifted Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you, Subhuman. Appreciate you, buddy. Josh316, better Gator Chomp when you say it. In all honesty, as long as you don't support Auburn. Hey, see, we have a common ground. Josh316. Josh, between you and let's see, James and Gung Ho Mac, you guys have dropped over $200 to get me to say it. Your $20 super chat would have been enough because you said, in all honesty, as long as you don't support Auburn. That's our common ground right there. Josh, because of you saying that, and the fact that there's been a ton of money, I am going to sit here right now and say, go Gators. Go Gators. There's the Gator Chomp. Go Gators, because we have a common goal. I can take a shot at Auburn. Fuck Auburn. Go Gators and roll Tide. There you go. All right? There you go. Kai L says, Trump just dropped a new video for D-Day Cobra. Hell yeah, I'll have to check that out. Look at Josh. Where did that? It says, yay. Hey, man, that's okay. I can justify it from that perspective. Let me see, but good stuff on that, man. You guys have been crazy awesome today. There was another one I missed. Oh, Jay's Full Utter Chub says, what do you change in settings to get a membership? I think you can't have a brand account. So chat, if you can help Jay's Full Utter Chub out. So what is it that you have to change in your settings to get a membership? That's the question. So if someone can help, that would be appreciated. Let me see. If you guys are still looking for that link, I'll get that link for you right now if no one else got it. So let's see. So let me get you Tuesday night's main event link really quick. And I will put this, I will pin the post. I will pin the post. So let's see. Copy. Boom. Okay. Right here. Here's Tuesday night's main event for tonight. Tuesday night's main event from Vegas. All right. Bam. And it will be the pinned post here in just a minute. Pin message. Bam. Okay. So there's the Tuesday night's main event link right there. So if you are just tuning in, this is Geeks Gamers Daily. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We are going to be doing Tuesday night's main event live from the Salty Nerd Podcast Studios here in Las Vegas. It's going to be me, Jay, Ryan, and Gary, and the rest of the crew is going to be there as well. So it's going to be a great show. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be 2 hours. We've got a 2-hour stream, and then we're going to be out. Got a lot of stuff going on here, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and I cannot wait for that. Now, the last thing here that there was another topic that I was going to cover if I could find it. Aurora Uplinks gifts 1 Geeks Gamers membership. We are almost up to 50 gifted memberships this stream. 3 more, and we're up to 50 gifted memberships. Thank you, guys. Thank you so fucking much. That is amazing. The Georgia Dog said, okay, that's enough of the Go Gator stuff. Yeah, Georgia Dog's not happy about it. And I totally can understand that. We talked about the Mario movie, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. We talked about the Mandalorian. We talked about Marvel and Star Wars and how they are declining significantly, and they are. And it's going to be a very interesting time for the Disney company and what they're doing. I personally do not think that they're going to be able to get these fans back. I don't. They're going to get some of them back. I mean, like right now, if you were to bring George Lucas's Star Wars back right now, you would get a massive fan base. You would. But you're still not going to get everybody back. You're just not at this point because they have hurt people's trust. Until you change the leadership from top to bottom, I don't think you're going to get people back. And swig of water for the working man. Is Jay in the chat? Is Drunk 3PO here? Drunk 3PO! The man, the myth, the legend, Drunk 3PO. With Marvel's going to get to a desperate point where I think you're going to get to a point if Guardians and the Marvels, if they both underperform, and we fully expect that the Marvels could potentially even lose money. I don't think Guardians is going to lose money, but I do think that it could underperform and barely make profit. If Guardians barely makes profit, and if the Marvels loses money, that will be essentially 5 straight Marvel Cinematic Universe movies that have been a disaster for them. I think that their next step is going to be desperation of trying to get Robert Downey Jr. back, trying to get Chris Evans back, trying to kind of get back to that original magic that they had. That's what I think that their immediate kind of response would be if these next 2 films don't do very well. I pulled up his tweet. I pulled up his tweet a little bit, Jay, and talked a little bit about it. And I said that I did say, Jay, that I could not confirm nor deny that. I can't confirm nor deny that any discussions about Drunk Cobra Theory were had. I can't confirm nor deny that in any capacity whatsoever. I'm not sure if Jay could do that, but I'm just telling you, I can't confirm nor deny if those conversations about Drunk Cobra Theory potentially returning to the Drunk 3PO channel were had. I can't tell you if that happened. I'm not sure. I don't know if Jay has any more information on that. I certainly don't have any more information on that. And yes, Tucker Carlson will be joining Geeks and Gamers. Clearly, we have the budget to handle Tucker. Look at that. Drunk Cobra theory. Let's go. Again, I'm not telling you I had those conversations. I know nothing about that. So, let's see. I can't say anything either about next week. Really? So you can't say anything about Drunk Cobra theory potentially returning next week. You can't comment on that. You can't confirm nor deny that those conversations are taking place. Okay, I just want to clear it. So, okay, so he can't confirm. He can't confirm if those conversations about Drunk Cobra theory returning to the Drunk 3PO channel are happening next week. So, okay. All right, no problem. So maybe we'll have an update at some point in time. Josh gives 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships, and now we're over 50. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you, buddy. That's so awesome, man. Wow. So we are over 50 now for the stream. Aurora uplinks. What's funny is Utter Chubb got gifted one, LOL. Also, I asked if Adam Sandler did sequels to his past films like Waterboy 2. Oh, okay. My bad. I did see that one and I forgot to read it. I think Adam Sandler could pull off Waterboy 2. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am a huge fan of Adam Sandler. I like Adam Sandler a lot. I like a lot of his movies. I like a lot of the bad ones. I don't like Jack and Jill. That's an unwatchable piece of garbage. But even some of like the movies that a lot of people consider bad, I love Adam Sandler movies. I love them. They're horrible. Most of them are horrible. But he made Billy Madison and he made Happy Gilmore. And so from that perspective, like I even like stuff like Just Go With It, Blended. I like a lot of Adam Sandler movies. I really do. So yes, I think he could 100% pull off Waterboy 2. I would love to see that actually. Darth Vader says, "Love you guys, man. Been watching since you first had your channel, and always like, man. Let's see, and like always, man. You're my go-to guy. Holy shit, what the."
Bro, you're not supposed to say anything about Drunk Cobra theory. Nothing. Can't say nothing about it. Are you still alive?
Yeah.
Why didn't you ask me to be on the show? I could have filled in for Ryan.
It's your show.
Yeah. Well, I still got food downstairs I got to eat. What's up, chat? What do I even put these in for?
I don't know.
There's nothing I can see. This is the most uncomfortable chair I've ever sat in my life. No, I'm not high, everyone. It's cold in this house. It's cold. I had to put this on. I broke into his room. He had it locked.
We're live.
And wait, there's more people here.
I'm in my jammies.
All right. Someone says this is so hilarious. Nice random appearance. What do you mean? This is how we are at the house all the time. So
views went up since you sat down, Jay.
That's pretty cool. Hey, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, there was a few. I just forgot to read them. Subscribe to my channel. I'm almost somewhere. But yeah. I don't even, the chat's moving so fast. You got such a cool setup here, man. It's like really cool. Nikki says Jalen.
It's a laptop, all it is.
So what you got like this over here and over there and wow. All right, I gotta go brush my teeth. You should have like told me to fill in for Ryan. I would have.
Well, it was late night.
All right. Nah, what's up? Anything for G&G. Don't look at my tail.
Love you, brother. Love you too, bro. Oh my God. Oh boy. All right. So that was fantastic. Oh my God, that was fantastic. Only Jay, only Drunk 3PO would do something like that. Holy crap. Holy crap. Where are we at? So, okay, back to Darth Vader's $5. Thank you, Darth Vader. Love you guys, man. Been watching you guys since you first had your channel. And like always, man, you're my guy. You're my go-to guy. Thank you, Darth Vader, Lord Vader. I appreciate that. Jin Wong says, hey, Jeremy, can I get a shout out for a comic book I worked on? Funding now on Indiegogo. We'll super chat the title if that's okay. Absolutely, Jin Wong. Please feel free. I know you would talk to Jay about that. So 100%. Taker610 says, play the Kathleen Thinks George is Dead video. Oh, let me see if I can find that one really quick. To me, that's one of the funniest videos. Let's see. Kathleen Kennedy. Lucas. Ed. All right, here it is. All right, hang on. All right, I will play that. Let me catch up on these, and I will. Stephen Wasick, one thing I agreed with is outro, standing against lying. Let's see. Palm City, smugness, and groupthink. You guys do too, but you do it better. Enjoy Vegas and hail 199 repping Sin City. The 199 stuff is some of the coolest stuff that's ever happened to our little corner of the internet, man. I love going. I see you guys typing 199 in live chats every fucking where. I see it every fucking where. It is so cool, man. It is so cool to see. So thank you guys. We are less than 50 likes away from 1,000. So smash the melee button if you don't mind. That's a simple request from a simple man. Thank you, Stephen Wasick. I'm glad you're enjoying what we're doing, man. And we're always going to look out for the peeps, man, because the peeps are why we are able to do what we do. Or Aurora Uplinks. This is so hilarious. LOL. Nice random appearance. This is amazing. Random chaos. For the Emperor, we need a J Beaver emoji. Thank you. Golden Nuggets. Jay, your beaver concerns me. Aurora Uplinks. I have no idea what's happening in that house, but it's fantastic. Bruce, for shout out to the surprise celebrity appearance. I'll be your Huckleberry. Drunk 3PO is the new water boy. Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later. Jin Wong for 50. 50. Previously on Clownfish TV is a collection of wholesome comic strips. Let's see, based on the true stories from our favorite YouTube family. It includes how Neon and Geeky Sparkles met, the tale of their epic 80s toys, and their run with the evil Kevin Smith. Previously on Clownfish TV on Indiegogo. Is that where it's at, Jin Wong? Did I get that right? Yeah, so previously on Clownfish TV is a collection of wholesome comic strips based on true stories from our favorite YouTube family. It includes how Neon and Geeky Sparkles met, the tale of their 80s epic 80s toys, and their run-in with evil Kevin Smith. That is awesome. Shout out to you, Jin Wong. Shout out to Clownfish TV. Love the work that they do. And that sounds super cool. Thank you guys for getting us to that magic number of 1,000. All right, here's the request, and we're going to close out with this one right here. Again, don't forget, the pinned post on this stream is Tuesday night's main event from Vegas. Make sure you click that link right there. We're going to go live earlier than normal, so make sure you click that link. And this is what he's talking about right here. This clip from Kathleen Kennedy, where they think George Lucas is dead.
I guess because it spoke to a new generation. It was that idea that there would be young people for whom Luke Skywalker was essentially a myth.
There isn't a day that goes by or went by as we were making the movie where we don't talk about George. You know, it's the standard, what would George do? One of the things that we talked
about. So again, as a reminder, everybody, George Lucas gave them the sequel trilogy outline when he sold Star Wars to them. He gave them the sequel trilogy outline. They tore it up. They threw it away. They threw it in the trash, and they created their own stuff. So for her to say that is so disrespectful. She's a lying piece of shit. That's what she is. So there's your clip right there. All right. So guys, thank you so much. Eric K says Jeremy has a big beefer. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate you. Shit Clown Wars is exactly what it is. I'm going to try before Tuesday night's main event. I'm going to try to get that Shit Clown Wars emoji made and uploaded so we can have that for Tuesday night's main event. Okay. Make sure you guys have clicked that link. I see there's a ton of people in the fucking Tuesday night's main event chat right now typing 199. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. Fucking love you, man. I really do. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Jay, Drunk 3PO, Christinova. Fear the Beardo crushed it yesterday. You're going to see more of him. Don't worry. It's my nerdy home. By the way, if you go to Geeks Gamers 2 right now, you can see the latest vlog. Steph has been vlogging our entire road trip to Vegas. Geeks Gamers 2, which used to be Geeks Gamers Clips. It's the orange channel. Probably that's a working title. I'm not sure what I'm going to ultimately name that channel, but go over there, check out the vlogs. They're really good. I'll see you guys for Tuesday night's main event. Hail the 199, the online original. Appreciate all of you. I will see you in a few hours for Tuesday night's main event from Las Vegas. Friday Night Tights meetup tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for the super chats, for the gifted memberships. Thank you to the lurkers. Thank you to the people that are commenting. Thank you to every single person that makes this possible. Without you, we are nothing, but with you, we are everything. Have a good day, everyone. I'll see you on Tuesday night's main event. Bye.